A lot of people are thinking, is this a shakeout or is it a breakout? Is it a bull trap, bear trap? Where are we at in the marketplace? Is it time to sell everything, run and hide? Or is it time to buckle in for a ride of your life? So that's what we're talking about today. We're going to talk about Bitcoin, where it's at, where it needs to, or where I would like it to go, and what needs to happen for it to get there. If you're not a subscriber, remember every single day in crypto is an adventure and we put out videos every day. So please like, share, subscribe down below. And with that, let's talk about the price of Bitcoin right now. So right now we are in this descending channel right here. We're still going down. It's descending downwards. And if you see right here, this is actually really positive, but could go negative real quick. Is it right there? We've tried to break through this channel, not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times in the last 4 days. So it's really trying to break above that line. If it tries again, gets rejected, it could go back down. I still think there's a strong floor of support around 77,000, 76.6 and change. So it could come down. It doesn't have to go all the way down to that bottom of that channel, but it could go down before it tries to break through there again. Or it could break up and go up. We're going to have some volatility along the way. But what needs to happen for that to happen? What needs to happen? If you look at the crypto market the last week, it's been pretty positive. There's been a lot of good stuff going on. So, gosh, my camera cannot work. This is really frustrating, but neither here nor there. You can still hear my annoying voice. So right here, you see all of this green, a lot of green. Green is good. Green is good. M2 global money supply. This is very important. If you look at what the Fed's doing, at the next Fed meeting, it's not really predicted to have a rate decrease. We're still looking at the same 425 to 450 basis point target by the Fed. Well, this is not a target by the Fed. This is actually a conglomerate of different people's opinions on what the rates will do. But they're saying a 90% chance the rates will not go down. But that's not the only tool the Fed's been using to increase global money, or at least the money supply from the Fed. They were selling in quantitative tightening, selling mortgage-backed securities and selling their base of treasuries. So they have a huge balance sheet. The Fed's balance sheet is like $6 trillion. It was as high as almost $9 trillion in the peak of the pandemic funding, we'll call it. And so they're down to $6 trillion. They've sold off a lot of assets. Right now, they were selling $25 billion of treasuries and $35 billion of mortgage-backed securities. Now they're selling $5 billion a month of treasuries and $35 billion a month of mortgage-backed securities. From what I understand, there's been a lot of talk of increasing the money supply without lowering the rates. And this is the pivotal point, okay? This is very, very important. If you look at the global money supply, the pink line is M2, the white line is Bitcoin, the blue line is the year-over-year growth rate of actual economies and whatnot. So if you look at the pink line, we've tracked the global money supply pretty closely. It diverges here and there. In the early days, there were some bigger pumps, and it diverges up here like right around, when is this? January of 2024. What happened January 2024? Bitcoin ETF was introduced. You see this pump right here? Bitcoin ETF was introduced, and boom, it diverged from the global money supply. Okay, got it. That was a short peak. It came down, and it started to rise with the global money supply. You can see it again over here, rising with the global money supply. It moves the global money supply. Was static, came up with ETFs. Now look at this. Global money supply goes up. We rise up. See this rise right here? We rise up a little bit after, a little bit of a delay. Now, why do we rise up? It also rose up because Trump was elected and there was a Trump pump. So we diverged completely from the global money supply. We were going up on Bitcoin, global money supply was going down. Now look at this. Huge spike in global money supply. Huge spike. And the Fed hasn't even done any reduction of interest rates, and they have not done a quantitative easing. They're still tightening. They're still selling mortgage-backed securities by $35 billion a month and $5 billion of the Treasuries. Now listen to this very carefully. This is the important part. This is where the rubber meets the road. I've heard, rumor has it, that they want to increase the money supply and liquidity without lowering their rates right away. This is something that they haven't really done a lot of. But remember, they're still selling mortgage-backed securities to the tune of $35 billion a month. From what I understand, there is talk of them selling those mortgage-backed securities, taking that money and buying treasuries. So it's like contradicting. It's like we're buying over here and we're selling over here just to buy over here. But the treasuries will help lower the interest rates, the long-term rates overall. The Fed only has control over short-term money. There's my dang camera again. This is it on this camera. I'm getting a new one today. But so my point is this, is that we could see a huge increase in global liquidity, without lowering of the interest rates. And as we've seen in the past, when we raise the liquidity up, Bitcoin goes with it. So if you look back at this, I am still very, very bullish on Bitcoin. Very, very bullish on Bitcoin. Even the MACD is going up. We haven't hit the 50-day moving average. But, we could see a breakthrough. And it might not come right away. This might be down the road a little bit. But everything is in place. Now, we don't necessarily need all the government intervention we've asked for and that we've wanted and all the clarity, because Bitcoin is going to do its thing regardless. So that is what I have today. So watch out for this, the Federal Reserve saying they're going to be buying treasuries with their funds from mortgage-backed securities. Who cares if they lower the rates? I mean, I kind of want them to lower rates a little bit. But at the end of the day, liquidity is what Bitcoin's after. It's after more free money to be able to put on more risk on assets in order to the price to pump, whether that be Bitcoin, XRP, Cardano, Solana, Ethereum, it doesn't matter. When there's more money out there, more people have money, disposable money, to buy investments for more risk in order to get a better return. That's a great formula. So we'll watch what happens. This is Joe from Joe Knows the Cryptos, and I will see you next time.